demonic spirits, we was talking about that's why we started talking about the woman's worth and how the angels seen the women and they wanted to make them wives. And, if you really do any studying and look into, like the main people that are, that the stories come out that are being possessed is more so the women. If you go in Hollywood, a lot of the movies about possession, more so the women are being possessed. You go into, this is chapter 3. But a lot of it's because of the rules that Yah made over men and women that if we're not understanding our head and what is supposed to be over us and when that is not over us, that opens us up for the legal right for demons to occupy. So this is Tobit 3:1, chapter 3, 1 to 12. Then I, being grieved, did weep, and in my sorrow prayed, saying. Now this is a woman. Forgot her name, but it should be coming shortly. But this is an Israelite woman. Then I, being grieved, did weep, and in my sorrow prayed, saying, O Yah, thou art just in all thy works, and this is Tobit 3. And all thy ways are mercy and truth, and thou judgest truly and justly forever. Yah's a just. Yah don't go against his word. He's just. Remember me and look on me. Punish me not for my sins and ignorance, and the sins of my fathers, who have sinned before thee, for they obeyed not thy commandments. Wherefore thou hast delivered us up for spoil, and unto captivity, and unto death, and for a proverb or reproach to all the nations among whom we are despised. Dispersed. Verse 5. And now thy judgments are many and true. Deal with me according to my sins and my fathers, because we have not kept thy commandments, neither have walked in truth before thee. Now, therefore, deal with me as seemeth best unto thee, and command my spirit to be taken from me. Now, this woman is telling, like, hey, Yah, in my life, and you're going to understand why she said this, that I may be dissolved and become earth, for it is profitable for me to die rather than to live. Why would somebody say this? You're going to find out why. Because I have, this is poetic sadness, it's a suicide letter, Because I have heard false reproaches and have much sorrow, command therefore that I may now be delivered out of this distress. What distress? And go into the everlasting place. Turn not thy face away from me. It came to pass the same day that in Ekbetint, a city of Media, Sarah, the daughter of Raguel, was also reproached by her father's maids. So her father's maid, her name is, the lady who we're speaking on is Raguel. This is the maiden that's going through this harsh time. And her father's maids are about to rebuke her or reproach her. Verse 8, because that she had been married to 7 husbands. So this woman has been married 7 times, 7 husbands, and I'm sure everybody will be like, wow, she is, something's up here. Why is this woman married 7 times? That's a big thing. It's going to be to verse 17. Whom, this is a demon. I'm not going to say the demon name, but this is a demon doing certain things to keep this woman unmarried. Whom this demon name, the evil spirit had killed before they had lain with her, because in the Israelite tradition, how you consummate a marriage is, you go to the marriage chambers, and once y'all engage in that act, it's absolutely consummated. You can do it by the vow, but it's done deal. But the demon, the man that she was trying to marry, every time they tried to lay with her, the demon killed the man. Because the demon say, no, I have legal right here. This is mine. And that's why we go back. Why did the angels say, look at them women, I'm about to go get me one? And they did. And now you're talking about if you're out of order, if you're not in the law, statutes, and commandments, Yah has no choice but to say, hey, this demon has legal right to be in this woman, in this vessel, in this man. But this story is about a woman. And what came with this demon being over this woman, she want to die. She say, take my life. I can't deal with this no more. I can't deal with this devil.
I cannot deal with this devil.
And y'all are not staying in a 2-bedroom apartment. Y'all staying in a 1-bedroom apartment.
With one bathroom, small kitchen, one closet.
One bed, one couch. Wherever you go, the demon go. It is no, and this woman is tired of this.
They got married.
Well, no, they can't get married to the demon. They just got the demon just has legal grounds to be there.
He got the papers.
Yeah, I got the paperwork right here. Evil spirit had killed before, so the demon killed 7 men before they had lain with her, consummated the marriage. Doest thou not know, said they, that thou hast strangled thine husbands? Thou hast had, I overlooked that one. So this might be when they were in the marriage chamber, the demon took over the woman and strangled the man.
That's what happened. That's correct.
So this woman, possessed with the devil, in the marriage chamber, killed 7 men.
Yep. Don't even know she did it.
And that's why, it goes, people be killing people. A lot of people be having an unforgiving spirit. Oh, you killed my so-and-so. It's most of the time those are demon possessions that are acting in that person, that getting them to do evil. I'm not saying not every time that somebody you did this on your own accord. You're a reprobate person. You killed this person. That's why we gotta have a forgiving spirit too. Because when somebody is out of Yah, they can do a lot of evil stuff because they're being controlled by the demonic spirits. And as we read in Enoch, these spirits are not going to be judged right now. They do evil, but you were given commandments to do this and not let that in to control you. So even though it was the demon that was possessing you, you still gave them legal right to occupy in you. And if you did what Yah told you to do, they wouldn't have no grounds to be there. Okay, it's real legal. This is legal stuff. Had killed before thou strangled thy husbands. So the maid up in there talking bad about it. You done killed your husbands. Thou hast already 7 husbands. Neither was thou named after any of them. Woo, boy, this lady right going in. She going, and this the maid. this the maid. So the maid know all the business. I saw them drag their body out last night. I saw it. That's the 7. You probably got to tally. 1, 2, 3.
Be like the prison.
Who's next? Yeah, boy. All right, verse 9. Wherefore doest thou beat us for them? Woo. If thou be dead, go thy ways after them. Let us never see of thee either son or daughter. Woo, it's this man right here going in. 10. When she heard these things, she was very sorrowful. So you gotta understand this one. You talking about emotional manipulation. Why these people going to the psychiatrist? They saying like, man, I be having these wicked thoughts of death. When I lay my head down, I be having these dreams. You're demon possessed. They're giving you meds to null it. Not to. The pain is still there. Your leg is broken and you taking a painkiller. Your leg is still broken, You know, you're just walking with a broken leg doing even more damage. You need to be laying down, resting. There's protocol here. But you say, I'm taking painkillers to null the pain. You know, you walking, something wrong with you, man. Like, something wrong. You know, you need to sit down. You know. And you know, all right, very sorrowful. So she's very sorrowful. So that she thought to have strangled herself. Man, like, you know, suicide rates are through the roof right now. I mean, especially for teenagers, young children, older children. I mean, through the roof. I mean, and right now, women are, from the CDC reports, women do lead suicide rates by leaps and bounds, and their choice of suicide rate is by prescription drugs. Males are commonly more aggressive when they do that stuff. But you know, so these demons are doing this right now, and people can't take it. You can't go nowhere. You in a 1-bedroom apartment, and you stuck with that person. Strangled herself, and she said, I am the only daughter of my father, and if I do this, it shall be a reproach unto him, and I shall bring his old age with sorrow unto grief. So she, thoughtful, if I do this to my father, it's going to be, sorrowful. Verse 11, then she prayed towards, her first action of correcting the mistake. I know the demons ain't going to stop you from praying. They're going to, you're tired right now. You're sleepy right now. La 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 la. They're not going to stop you because they don't have legal rights to do that. If you say, well, yeah, I tried to pray to you, but that demon stopped me. Well, yeah, I understand. Case dismissed. But that's not going to be. The demon can manipulate and trick you. That's what Satan does. Yeah, make you sleepy. You got to
put everything else on
you. Well, let me go drink some coffee before I go pray. Then she prayed. This is where she's correcting this matter. Then she prayed towards the window. In the Jewish custom, it was customary to praise towards Jerusalem. And said, blessed art thou, O Yah, my Abba, my Elohim, and thine holy and glorious name is blessed and honorable forever. Let all thy works praise thee forever. So, take note of this. She went before the throne of Yah and said, oh, merciful, glorious Yah. She didn't say, Yah, I got a problem. She came up to Yah and said, oh, merciful and glorious Yah, holier of holiers. And she giving reverence before she asking of something. I got a favor I want you to do, but you giving due respect. And if you ever been to court, the lawyers be like, Your Honor, with all due respect, may I say something? With all due respect, I want to they very respectful, And this is how you address, your heavenly Father who's sitting on the throne. I'll pray. Verse 12. And now, O Yah, I set my eyes and my face toward thee, and say, take me out of the earth, that I may hear no more the reproach. Thou knowest, Yah, that I am pure from all sin with man. And we know why. 15. And that I never polluted my name, nor the name of my father. In the land of my captivity, I am the only daughter of my father, neither have he any children to be his heir, neither any near kinsman, nor any sons of his alive, to whom I may keep myself for a wife. My 7 husbands are already dead. And why should I live? But if it please not thee that I should die, command. See how she's doing? She's doing this petition. She's trying to get this. She's trying to advocate for her petition. So, so the prayers of I should die commanded some regard to be had of me, any pity taken of me, that I hear no more reproach. 16. So that the prayers of them both were heard before the majesty of Yah, of the great Yah. So this this motion was filed. It was given to the clerk, to the messenger angel. That because anybody read about Gabriel, it's the messenger angel. Not saying pray to angels. You be like, y'all hope you send down your messenger angel to get my petition so they can bring it before you, and whatnot through Yahusha. And so the prayers of them both were heard before the majesty of the great Yah. So Yah heard her petition, and now he has an intercession. He has a matter to a judgment, that he's going to try to help her out with. And Raphael was sent to heal them both. That is, to scale away the whiteness. So to heal them both, Tobit's father, he had eye issues. So when they talk about heal them both, they was talking about the eye issues, and the woman with her the demon issue. And Raphael sent to heal them both. That is, to scale away the whiteness of Tobit's eyes, and to give Sarah, the daughter of Raguel, for a wife to Tobias, the son of Tobit, and to bind the demon, I'm not going to say the name, of the evil spirit, because she belonged to Tobias, by rights of inheritance. This is a real legal matter here. You don't have legal right here. You are illegally occupying this property. What do I need to do? Do I go get a gun and say, check, get out my property? Or do I go to the court and say, hey, I have a person that's occupying my property illegally. I need y'all to send somebody to come get them to do it legally. Everything's a legal matter, man. You just don't get a shotgun and say, demon, get out of me. Gonna be some don't work that way. Tobias and Sarah to Raguel for a wife to Tobias, the son of Tobias, and to bind the demon, the evil spirit, because she belonged to Tobias by right of inheritance. The self-same time came Tobit home and entered into his house, and Sarah, the daughter of Raguel, came down from her upper chamber. Okay, so we got the petition, we got the angel coming down, Yah sending help. So we're going to go to chapter 8 of Tobit, 1-8. So the Raguel sent up the petition, and let's see what happened. And I'll skim in chapter 6. Raphael is telling Tobias how to deal with the evil spirit. So, but when he gives him directions, this is what happens in chapter 8. And when chapter 8, 1-8. And when they had supped, so Tobias, they're getting married. Raguel and Tobias, this is her 8th husband. They're about to get married, and they're going into the marriage chambers. And some of the people are like, get the shovels ready. Get the shovels ready. He ain't gonna make dead man walking. And when they had supped, they bought, but they didn't know Yah was in the matter now. The petition went in, and now Yah in the matter. And when they had supped, they brought Tobias in unto her. And as he went, he remembered the words of Raphael, and took the ashes of the perfumes. Now this is before the blood of Yahusha. So there was things that was taught to how to rid people of demons and whatnot. This is before the blood of Yahusha. Okay. And this is the big one, because that's what happened to those two people, those Sadducees or Pharisees that went in to go cast out their demon. They did it by the means that was this quote unquote, using. They're not using sorcery, but they're using majestic measures trying to cast that demon out, and that was absolutely done away with. And and that's why the demon was like, Yahusha I know, Paul I know, but you I don't know. It's a new statute that just got involved. It's the blood of Yahusha. So, and as he went, he remembered the words of Raphael, and took the ashes of the perfumes, and put the heart of the liver of the fish thereupon, and made a smoke therewith. the witch smell. See, and Raphael was like, when the demons smell this, it's gonna jump out the body. The witch smell. When the evil spirit had smelled, he fled into the utmost part of Egypt, and the angel bound him. So this was a eviction and an arrest. So once the demon got evicted out of the woman, he was arrested, and he got he doing hard time beneath some pyramid. Okay, and fled unto the utmost parts of Egypt, and the angel bound him. And after that, they were both shut in together. Tobias rose out of the bed and said, "Sister, arise, and let us pray that Yah would have pity on us." And a lot of people, don't forget that when Yah deliver you from something, you'll praise, because, you could have died in your terrible sin. This woman wanted to kill herself. It gets that bad when you're not in Yah. I can't take it no more. I can't take it no more. So you got to be, when people say, oh man, look at this people crazy killing themselves. These people who don't know Yah, don't have no idea they're being beguiled and they're dying in their sins, not understanding how to deal with this matter. It's like a car in your front yard. If you don't know how to fix it, you stuck. Okay. And they rose and they prayed. Verse 5. Then began Tobias to say, "Blessed art thou, O Yah, of our fathers, and blessed is thy holy and glorious name forever. Let the heavens bless thee, and all thy creatures. Thou madest Adam, and gavest him Eve, his wife, for an helper." See, they're reinforcing that. And what did that demon want? He wanted that woman, because the woman was made to be a helpmeet for the man, and they to have their marriage and their beautiful relationship, and the demons want that. I want that. I want that. I want that. Okay, and help her and say, "Of them came mankind. Thou hast said, it is not good that man should be alone. Let us make unto him an aid like unto himself. And now, O Yah, I take not this my sister for lust, but uprightly. Therefore, mercifully ordain that we may become aged together." So, they was talking about, have a blessed marriage and all that. I'm doing this in righteousness. And y'all, seemingly blessed them, casting out demons and everything. The angel came there with the chains and ready to go to work. Now I'm going to go to Luke 13, 10 to 16. So it's going to be, it's a very detailed lesson, because it's a detailed legal matter. So you got some demons on you, this is some ways that you can exercise them out. The old girl was ready to kill her. Boy, she said, "I can't take it no more. I can't." This is Luke 13, Luke 13, verse 10 to 16. 13, 10 to 16. Luke 13, 10, 16. And he was teaching in one of the synagogues on the Sabbath. So, that's another Sabbath day scripture. Yahushua was up in there getting it in on the Sabbath. Verse 11. And behold, there was a woman, and just go back to, these demons want to possess women, because it is, Yah created women to be the glory of man, and the demons want that because they like, I want to help me. And it's not supposed to be offensive to women, but it's supposed to be like, hey, women need to be on guard on this, because these demons are the ones, they like, I want a wife. They don't want a husband, they want a wife, And behold, there was a woman which had a spirit of infirmity 18 years, and was bound together, and could not, and in no wise lift up herself. So she was, the demon. Again, this is another precept for Toby. This is a demon doing this. 12. And when Yahushua saw her, he called her to him, and said unto her, Woman, thou art loose from thine infirmity. See, when Yahushua was here, he was like, loose loose. Come here, loose. Come here, loose. You want to be loose? Loose. You know, just like that. You know. 13. And he laid his hands on her, and immediately she was made straight and glorified Yah. See this thing when Yah correct the error in you, what is the main thing that they do? What did Tobias do? Oh man, hey sister, let's go pray to Yah, give glory. You know, you get free to something. Hey, thank you, Yah. Appreciate that, because they had legal right to be there. You know, it's not like they didn't have they weren't legally there. Okay. Verse 14. And the ruler of the synagogue answered. This is to 16. With indignation, because that Yahusha had healed on the Sabbath day, and said unto the people, there are 6 days in which man ought to work. In them therefore came and be healed, and not on the Sabbath day. Man, this woman been having this issue for 18 years. Y'all didn't see this woman for 18 years? Like, come on, man. And then, you know, the audacity of these, who was this? This was, in the synagogue, healed Sabbath day. Well, I'm sure it was one of the Pharisees. Yeah, like, I wonder how many times they walked by that woman. I mean, you know, for 18 years, and they trying to rebuke Yahusha, but Yahusha about to go to the law. He say, ordinance, -1, 2, 3, because Yahusha is the word. Right. And you know, Yahusha know the word like me. Do you know who you talking to? Like, 15. The Lord then answered him and said, thou hypocrite, doeth not each one of you on the Sabbath day loose his ox and his ass? Ass is another word for donkey. From the stall, and lead him away to water? And ought not this woman, being a daughter of Abraham, whom Satan had bound legally? Lo, these 18 years be loose from this bond on the Sabbath? I mean, the Pharisees were cold. They say, don't you dare heal that person. And they probably couldn't even heal that person, you know. They talking about 6 days she should have came to the synagogue, we would have healed her, you lying. But verse 16 is big. Yahusha is openly showing you, and ought not this woman, being a daughter of Abraham, whom Satan had bound legally, until she legally got her stuff in order and her paperwork right. And you know, fortunately for her, Yahusha was right there. And you know, since he's your advocate, you know, your counselor, he took care of the matter right in the neck, you know. And then the next one would be Acts 16, 19. Whew, man, that's a detailed lesson, man. Acts 16 to 19. Yes, sir. All right. Detailed lesson. Okay, and it came to pass. As we went to prayer, a certain damsel. See, a lot of women need to pay attention to. A lot of women are possessed, and it's documented in the scriptures. If somebody tell me one thing, hey, don't trust Bobby. Okay, 2 people tell me don't trust Bobby. Hey, 10 people tell me don't trust Bobby. I need to pay attention to Bobby. The scriptures are letting women know. And hey, warn the women. Because the angels want that bride. I mean, the fallen angels want that bride. I want that. I want what Yah blessed Adam with. Help me. And they're going to use the help me to do evil. And it came to pass as we went to prayer, a certain damsel possessed with a spirit of divinations met us, which bought her masters much gain by soothsaying. Now look at this. These wicked people, going to use these women to do complete evil. They know this woman is being afflicted. They don't care. They using you just to get what they want out of you. And because a woman is what? A helpmeet. Now, a woman can be a helpmeet for evil or good. I mean, which way you want to go this? The same followed Paul in us and cried, saying, These men are the servants of the Most High, which show unto us the way of salvation. So remember this saying, this woman, she was crying, she was yelling, this is them! The spirit be on you, that they're wicked. And this is, when possession was known. So right now the demons are a little bit hiding a little bit. Back then, everybody knew about demons. So they acting crazy. Really, 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 really crazy. These men are the servants of the Most High, Yah, which show unto us the way of salvation. And this did she many days. So this woman was following Paul for many days. But Paul, being grieved, turned and said to the spirit. He didn't say to the woman. He said the spirit that was on the woman, I command thee in the name of Mashiach Yahusha to come out of her. And he came out. Who came out of her? He. What fallen spirit was it? It was he. This was not a lesbian relationship. This was a marriage, trying to be a marriage between a male demon and trying to overtake the woman. And he came out the same hour. Okay, that's the 19. Let's read 19. And then obviously when Yah's work is being done, the devil don't like it. Verse 19. And when her masters saw that the hope of their gains were gone, they caught Paul and Silas and drew them into the marketplace unto the rulers. Gotta change the batteries. All right, so I hope y'all understanding that. The demons, are really trying to come after the women, and possess them to take them over. Okay, and we're going to go to, we already did the legal, we're going to go to 1 Timothy 2, 13 to 15. 1 Timothy 2, 13 to 15. Alright. It reads, For Adam was first formed, then Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was the transgression. 15. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing, the pain and affliction of, a lot of women are dying. A lot of people don't notice, women are dying from childbearing. America, since America is a very lawless nation, women in America, especially Israelite women, are dying a lot in childbirth, a lot. And it's not just for some reason. Oh, it's social status. It's because people are not following the ordinance of Yah, and Yah laid the ordinance. If you don't do this, there's a price, and death is one of the prices. And children, a lot of children are dying too during childbirth, not just the mother. So that's one life gone, two life gone. So now, notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. So these are the guidelines. Make sure, keep the law, statutes, and commandments so you can avoid these burdensome. So not only are you going to be open to be possessed, Yah got to render judgment to you too. That's double. They call that double jeopardy. They say in the legal system you can't do this. Double jeopardy. You can't prosecute somebody for the same crime 2 times. Yah say, I'm prosecuting. You can prosecute 2 times. The demon gonna mess with you, and I'm gonna get you. Double jeopardy. First is legal. It's a legal matter, and this is how you legally avoid this. If you follow the speed limit, you can legally avoid getting the ticket for speeding. 1 Corinthians 11, 1 to 15. Oh, man. tell them demons, man, you get in order with Yah, you tell them, man, you don't have legal right to be here. You're trespassing. First, and if you're working on your eviction, let them know, I'm working on my eviction. You're getting out of here soon. 11, 1 Corinthians 11, 1 to 15. Okay, here we go. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things and keep the ordinance. Keep the ordinance. This book is just not, it's the Bible and how pretty pictures and the words and glory to Jesus. This is a book of ordinance, laws, statutes, and commandments that you must live by or you will get fines, penalties. Ye remember me in all things and keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, Yahusha, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is Yah. Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonors his head. But every woman that prayed or prophesied with her head uncovered dishonored her head and head, for that is even all one as if she were shaven. So this is a statute. A lot of men need to talk to their female people that they know, and women need to read too. It's a very serious thing. Y'all say, man, you doing this, you better, because the glory of a woman is her hair. And y'all is like, man, if you're out of order, you better just cut off your hair. You don't have no more glory, because the glory of a man is the woman, and the glory of a woman is her hair. For if the woman be not covered, let her also be shaven again. Shown. Well, it's different, different wordage. But if it be a shame for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered. For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image of and glory of Yah. So Yah get when Yah see us, the man, he's like, oh yeah, this is my glory. And that's why Yah made woman. When Yah see man, oh, this is my real. This is my glory. And when women see their hair in the mirror, they're like, looking good, girl. And whatnot. But the women in glory, he is the image and glory of Yah, but the woman is the glory of the man. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Because when the woman came from Adam, I know it's a little bit unique understanding. Like, well, a woman give birth to a man. Well, the first ordeal, it was the woman who came out of the man. So it's that first initial one was a little different. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. And when the angels in Shamarim was listening to this, what is Yah creating? He's doing all this for the man. He creating this woman, his beauty and all this stuff. I want one. And that's why the 200 angels, they was like, yo, you ready to do this? You ready to do this? You down with this? Make a word, make a vow.
Oh, come on.
For this cause ought the woman to have power. For this is personal responsibility. For this cause ought the woman to have power on her head because of the angels. And at this point in the lesson, we should already know that women and the angels got together, created the Nephilim, and the angels sought to take wives because they thought they were so fair, so beautiful, and their children are still coming to possess the women. If we was reading in Luke and in Acts in the previous sections. So we should. This is why it's so important. And if any woman read the book of Tobit, you see how that woman was dealing. She wanted to die. I mean, so it's due diligence to cover your hair and your head and do the ordinance that God has laid forth to keep you from, because you don't want that demon on you. You don't want that. I mean, that demon got you killing 7 men up in there. I mean, tormenting you. I mean, that don't sound like a pleasant relationship. I mean, that sound like domestic violence. Right? That's spiritual domestic violence. Spiritual, I mean, Yeah, I don't know how they got down when that demon got mad. He's like, Rajel, go this way. No. He probably, he probably got a little violent. Like, he ain't got no problem with killing, so he 11. Nevertheless, where is to the 15th. Nevertheless, neither is the man without the woman, neither the woman without the man. And so nobody ever get big-headed. Well, you were made for me, and yada yada. It's a loving relationship. It's a working, functioning organism in So it's not supposed to be bitterness. You play your role, I play my role. For as the woman is of the man, even so is the man also by the woman. But all things of judge in yourselves, is it comely that a woman pray unto uncovered? So you say judge. So 13. That's putting personal responsibility on you. You judge the matter. I gave you the intelligence to judge the matter. You judge it. You got to use. It's not going to be on the day of judgment, and you're like, well, you just sitting there looking stupid. No, you ain't stupid. You might be crazy, but you ain't stupid. You know what you're doing. 14. Do it not even nature itself teaches you that if a man have long hair, and clear this up, feminine hair, not a man with long hair, it's feminine hair, because we have the Nazarite vow. When Nazarites swore a vow not to cut their hair. So man with long hair is not talking about, he's talking about the feminine. If you got your hair permed out and with rollers and looking like Al Sharpton, you're crossing the line. You're crossing the line there, But if a woman have, see, and this is where the woman's glory. So the man's glory is the woman, and the woman's glory is. But if a woman have long hair, it is a glory to her, for her hair is given her for a covering. So okay, that's that on that. 15 inch. All right, freedom. Now let's talk about how to get all this stuff off here. So we talked about jurisdiction and all that stuff, and we're talking about freedom. Okay, Luke 4:18. 4:18. Chapter 4, verse 18. All right, Luke 4:18. The Spirit of Yah is upon me, because he hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He hath sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives. Captives of what? These demons. And recovering of sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised. So this is a prophecy that was in the Old Testament. Where does it come from? 18. It comes from Isaiah 40, I think chapter 49. But this is a prophecy that Yahusha is letting them know, hey, this was foretold. I'm him. I'm the person who was coming to set the captives free. So, and this is how you get them off you. This is the freedom. Use Yahusha. Matthew 11:28. Matthew 11:28. 11:28. 28 to 30. 28 to 30. Matthew 11:28 to 30. See what happened when you know the law, man? You going through the book of the law, like, hey, man, that's why you got to study the law, man, because it's all like, hey. Legal grounds. Hey, you're trespassing. You got to, chapter and verse. All right, 28 to 30. Okay, how do you get freed from these demons, the captivity, the woman with the issue, the woman that was possessed with the spirit, Raguel, she does this. If a woman is afflicted like her, this is what she does. These are things that you're supposed to do. 28, come unto me, this is Yahusha, come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, You don't think Rael was heavy laden? Man, she talking about like, God, come take me out, yo. I can't take this no more. I think that was a heavy laden. And I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you. See, you're going to have a master. You can't. That's why Yahushua said you can't serve two masters. For one you will hate and the other you will love. It's no lukewarm stuff. Either I'm your master or I'm not. Either we in a committed relationship or we not. I mean, it is what it is. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me. And how do you learn? How do you learn of the Dabur? And what is Yah? What is Yahusha? The word. What is learn of me? You know, how do you learn of him? For I am meek. He not like that demon over there, you know, having you kill people, you know. You want to go give you something to drink? You know, like just chilling, you know. And lowly in heart. And ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. I don't ask too much from you, you know. A little something here, there. I ain't going to ask you to kill 7 people. You know, I ain't going to ask you, you know. I'm going to send you one husband, and you know that, you know, it ain't going to be all this stuff. But Yah is jealous. Don't get it twisted. Yah is very jealous, and, you know, don't get it twisted. So, he's very jealous. Okay, and we're going to go to the last part of this, just the accuser and the advocate. You know, you got your public defender, Yahusha. Price already paid for, not a public defender. He works at a very prestigious law firm. Top of the class, you know, he can get you out of anything if you just follow what he says. But we're going to go to the accuser first. Revelations 12:10. And this will be the last 2 things. Hope y'all got the legality out of this. This is a very important matter of the legal legality. 12:10. All right. 12:10 reads, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our Yah, and the power of his Mashiach, Christ. For the accuser, who is the accuser? We can go back to Genesis. We can go back to Genesis 3. There you go. Satan, the accuser, the prosecutor. That's what it is, prosecuted. Of our brethren is cast down, which accuseth them before our Yah day and night. What did happen in Job? Yah said a challenge. Yah is the one who said the challenge to say, you ain't seen nobody like Job, huh? And Satan was like, challenge. And then, okay, well, these are the rules of the game, and let's start. You can't do this, you can't do this. And Job was charges, well, he was vindicated from everything that Satan was saying. Satan was like, he only do that because you give him everything. Yeah, and then, what does he say? He only doing it, okay, you took everything from him, but you didn't hurt him, though. Hurt him, and watch. And then what happened? He still didn't do it, so, you know, he did have a little bit of, he was upset at the matter, but the scripture say he charged Yah not foolishly. Yo, what's up, yo? What's going on here? But he ain't up to you, I can't believe you, Yah, you dissing this. He didn't charge Yah foolishly. The scripture say, be angry and sin not. Like, yeah, I got some problems here, you know, ain't nothing wrong with that, but don't do it foolishly and don't sin in your anger. So, and that's ordinance 7-1, y'all don't get mad at me because in ordinance say, you said right here, be angry and sin not. You know? Yeah, you right. All right, we're going to go to Isaiah 9. So we know about the accuser. We're going to go to Isaiah 9 and 6. All right, 9 and 6. I told you I was going to make up for that, you know, the start of it. Isaiah 9 and 6. All right. Here we go. This is the prophecy of Yahusha. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Big one right here, counselor. This is your legal counselor. Yahusha, I got some legal problems. Or come sit down in the office, let's talk about it. You know, we'll try to get you out of this. You know, the mighty Yah, the everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Okay, and then gonna go to so so we got the accuser, we got the prosecutor, which is Satan, who gonna come to you like he came to Eve. He came to Eve with the law. Did Yah say this, Eve? And she's like, yep, got her. So, Your Honor, on this day, Eve acknowledged that she knew your law, and she still chose to be deceived. Judgment. Luke and Adam too. Adam said, why did you listen to her? Luke 13, 6 and 9. So we got who the counsel is. This is your legal guidance, which is ironically the word, the Dabarim. So I'm sure Yahusha know what he's talking about. 9 and 6. And don't get it twisted about Lucifer. Let me go there before I go to this. Ezekiel. Oh man, let me get real quick. I just want to show y'all about Lucifer. You know, Lucifer ain't nothing to play with. I think it's 28. Yeah, 28. Go to this real quick. 28. Hey, I think Ezekiel 28 and 17. Now this is Lucifer. Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at 14 and 15 and go to 17. So Ezekiel 28. This is talking about Lucifer, the accuser. So if anybody think Lucifer is stupid, you're stupid. 14. Thou art the anointed cherub. The cherub, I mean, this isn't no average, normal angel in the heavens. This is a cherub. You know, I mean, this is the one with the 6 wings. I mean, and you know, and cherub got a lot of other stuff too. You know, 4 heads. I mean, cherub is really different. Thou art the anointed cherub that covered, and I have set thee so. Thou wast upon the holy mountain of Yah. Thou hast walked up and down in the midst of the stones of fire. Thou wast perfect in thy ways from the day that thou wast created till iniquity was found in thee. Now, when you talk about the adversary, know who the adversary is. This ain't just some lawyer, prosecutor who, you know, who just come, you know, got a trashy office and roaches. You dealing with a prosecutor with an aim to kill. Pinpoint, train. Verse 17. Then thine heart was lifted up because of thy beauty. Thou hast corrupted thy wisdom by reason of thy brightness. I will cast thee to the ground. I will lay thee before kings, and they may behold thee. The point I want to bring out here is this: thy heart was lifted up because of thy beauty. Thou hast corrupted thy wisdom. And what y'all say? Pray for wisdom. So you dealing with somebody who know all about wisdom. You know, who you talking about Solomon was the most wisest man? You don't think Solomon got tricked by the devil? This is the wisest man?
He was, yeah, he did get tricked. He was tricked.
By who though? By the prosecuting attorney. That's who get tricked. So, all right, the last one, to go back with the Isaiah 9 and 6, the counselor, Luke 13 and 6 to 9. 13 and 6 to 9. All right. 13, 6 to 9. Okay. He spake also this parable. A certain man had a fig tree. See, this is when Yahusha is advocating for you. When the prosecuting attorney is saying, we gotta get him now, cast judgment on him now, Yahusha's like, hold on, let's put him on the repentance program. We got this new program called the repentance program. Let's give him like 60 days on it. You know, will you grant us a continuance? He spake also this parable. A certain man had a fig tree, and this man is Yah, planted in his vineyard, and he came and sought fruit of thereon, and found none. So Yah, this is metaphor he's talking about Yah. Yah went to his tree, and he didn't see no fruit on it. So Yah went to this center, and he said, man, you still in sin. 7. Then said he unto the dresser is metaphorically Yahusha, the person who's supposed to be taking care of the garden right now, the sheep of his vineyard. Behold, these 3 years I come seeking fruit on this fig tree. Y'all like, man, I've been here 3 years. It's been 3 years past, and this person's still doing it, still fornicating, still lying, ain't bearing no fruit, idle, and found none. So y'all like, man, I ain't find none. I'm looking at this for myself. I don't see nothing. Cut it down. Why cumbered it the ground? Why is this person taking up space in my creation? If this is what it's doing, you are just sucking up my resources. And we talked about that the other week. The slothful servant. I gave you stuff. I planted you. I gave you this stuff, and all you do is use it. You don't reap for the kingdom. You're just a slothful servant. And y'all like, man, cut it down. Yahusha, metaphorically speaking, Yahusha answering said unto him, the counselor, Mr. Wonderful, Yah, Lord, let it alone this year alone. So they're in the heavenly courts and saying, hey, I'm asking for a continuance to give this person some time to get it together. And we're going to put this person on the repentance program. Till I shall dig about it and dung it. So Yahusha's like, man, let me just put some stuff around it. Let me put some wisdom around it. Let me put some, let me put an angel, let me bump into an angel, on the 21st and, give him some words of wisdom. Let me just do some stuff first. Okay? And if, now Yahusha has to be to this, because you can't be here and you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Y'all say, I want to cut it down. And the prosecuting attorney, cut it down. Yes. The prosecution motion to agree with the judge. Cut it down. And, shalom. And if it bear fruit, well. And if not, then after that thou shalt cut it down. So Yahusha, your advocate, your counselor, your defender is giving this person more time. Like, man, let's have a continuance. It's a legal matter, and it's just not like Yah is just and they're just talking and just having a conversation. It's a legal matter. The prosecuting attorney is trying to get that struck down, and the counselor is trying to get the motion heard and the motion granted. And from this time, it looked like Yah granted the motion, and this person got another year to get some work done. So that's the lesson. It's a long lesson because it's a very detailed matter. But that's the lesson.
Wow. Glory.
All right.
Glory.
Yeah. Now y'all know all about the legality of possession. If y'all don't want to be like Ragul,